Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. My mom learned of the news with Paul's phone call from Arizona. Paul would have called Wisconsin when my mother was in Florida, and I was not sure how the gap closed so quickly, but it did, and I learned of Uncle Bob's death on Thursday from my sister via Facebook, who was with my mom in Sarasota, Florida. My mom's youngest. As my mom's youngest, there is not much expected of me, but my mom has come to rely on me to be sure her fax machine gets all important obituaries, and there is no doubt Uncle Bob's needed to be delivered promptly and confirmed. My mom is now in Wisconsin, and we talked about Uncle Bob, mostly about his college-to-death friendship with my dad. My mom told of Bob's campaign manager role with my dad's OSU splash that included him diving from a tall building into a wet washcloth. I also remember Uncle Bob speaking at a very private graveside ceremony when my dad was laid to rest in 1994. I also remember talking to Uncle Bob when I called on the occasion of his 80th. Tommy, I'm 80 and I'm feeling every day of it. My dad preceded Uncle Bob in death, which seems best for my dad because it's hard to imagine my dad surviving loss. If my dad were alive today, he would have had to suffer the loss of his dear friend, Bob Finley, and it pains me to think of how he would have felt. My best to Aunt Sue and the surviving family members of Bob Finley. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.